What's up, everyone? I am Dimebot, and welcome back to Flight Sim 2024 and Favorite Places to Fly 2025. Today we are going to be taking off from Ocracoke Island, one of the most remote parts of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. This is just to the south of Hatteras Island. However, the island and village are only accessible via 3 public ferries, private boat, or private plane, unlike Hatteras, which can be reached by driving. So let's go ahead and get flying and have a look at this very interesting and unique island. Right, so here we are on Ocracoke. Pretty decent little strip here. Shouldn't have any real trouble getting airborne. There we go. Now, Ocracoke Island is very interesting for a couple of reasons, one of which I already mentioned. The island is mostly wildlife reserve. Let's fix that right there. There are no bridges to the mainland. And really what you're going to find on the island is a couple of ferry terminals, the village of Ocracoke, a small pony pen for the wild ponies, and that is about it. So as we turn here, you'll see the village right there. That is also the ferry terminal to the mainland across the Pamlico Sound there, and it's called Silver Lake. Now you see the island stretching away a little bit further to the north. And there is also the Ocracoke Lighthouse, which we should be passing over right now, so it is completely missing. And I can confirm to you, having just been there, that the ferry terminal does not look like that at all. This is, as you might imagine, a mainly tourist-driven economy. It is a very small population, most of which take the winter off as a break because they work between 60 and 80 hours during the tourist season. There is a strong fishing economy here, as local as well as sport fishing. Now, further up to the north is the rest of the greater part of the Outer Banks. You'll note that there's really not a lot of construction here on the island. As I said, it is largely a national park wildlife refuge. So during the winter, it's really employees from the North Carolina Department of Transportation that help run the ferry service, construction, and that's about it. Now, the fishing is very important because you do have easy access to the Pamlico Sound, which is off here to our left, and the Atlantic Ocean, which is off here to our right, and this should give you an idea of how small this island actually is. If we jog a little bit to the right here, we will be able to pass over Highway 12, which is the main road onto the island. And it is possible to get a car here via the ferry at the northern tip of the island. But that and the ferry from the mainland are the only 2 ways you are going to get a vehicle onto the island. Highly recommend coming to visit this place if you ever have a chance. It is phenomenally beautiful. And then you'll see up ahead there is the pardon me. You'll see up ahead is the Hatteras Inlet. Well, if you're looking to fly to the mainland, it is about 30 miles across the Pamlico Sound from here if you just head in a straight easterly direction. And off to our left, you better be taking an airliner because, as I said, that is the Atlantic Ocean off to our left right now. So you're not hitting any land anytime soon if you depart straight west from here. But it is a fantastic place to come fly, and there are several airstrips up and down the Outer Banks that you can hop to. There is one just north on Hatteras Island, and obviously as you can continue further north, especially up towards Nag's Head and Currituck, where there is more population, then you will encounter more airstrips, more places to land. And like I said, obviously you have the mainland of North Carolina, and no shortage of airstrips and places to fly there. So, fascinating island, largely based on tourism from people arriving by ferry. And just a really neat place to go visit. That will do it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. It helps the channel out. If you have a place you'd like me to fly, leave it in the comments below. If you really enjoyed my videos, consider becoming a channel member to support my work. And if you're here to the end of the video, watch time's key on YouTube. So, thank you very much for that. My name is Dimebot, and I will see you guys next time.